also share with us some of maybe one or two, three, four different examples of some of the techniques that one would apply?
One of the most important techniques that I actually spend a good deal of time talking about when I am teaching and doing the seminars, the workshops, is the very first strategy I teach. And that is called simply, get their attention. And I emphasize that. This isn't just waving your hand or saying hello there and automatically you've got someone attending to you. That isn't what this strategy is about. It's actually using some practical techniques to get someone's attention raised to the level where they are present with you and able to respond to you in a safe and secure manner. Some of the techniques I talk about are, first of all, approaching them. Our elderly population typically doesn't hear or see as well, despite the fact that there's some mental decline. We need to help, let's say, warm up the ability to attend to the stimuli coming. And once you approach them and use what I call as just a simple greeting, it doesn't even have to be good morning, but it can just be something to let that person know that you are approaching and help to raise the level of awareness in what we call the frontal lobe, where we are regulating how we respond to our environment. Then I also talk about being right in front of the person, making eye contact. I talk about having to wait for a response. One of the hardest things people do is wait. Just let that time happen where they are able to now attend with you. And then they can get distracted, or then we do have mental decline. So we might have to redirect that attention and bring it back again. And when I spend time with that, and I actually have my workshop participants try a few things out with that, they see that attention is critical to making the connection. People tell me when they try those techniques for that strategy, that all of a sudden there's a change in the person's expression or eyes, that they know they have the emotional connection. And then they begin to do what they came to do, whether it is a task or whether it is simply to make some interactive time. And I think that's terribly important. So as you can see, as I explain this for a while, I spend a little more time on this because it's so important. This becomes the setting stone for all the other strategies I teach. And anytime something is happening, if there's behaviors that change or something doesn't seem right, you go back to this first strategy all the time and make sure you establish the connection.
Now you make the emotional connection, but are you also supposed to separate your emotions sometimes while employing these techniques with a loved one?
I don't think you need to separate anything. I think it all happens very naturally. I think whatever comes out, I think once you begin to do this and become very aware of your strategies and your techniques, everything just flows very nicely. You know, we talked about making this connection and these little practical strategies for doing this. Think about just meeting anyone. If you want to give respect to any other human being, you would want to approach them in this way. Make some eye contact, wait for them to respond, be connected with them, be present with them. This is exactly what these strategies are doing. And when you have that mutual respect, that connection, things will flow naturally.